Hello everyone, I'm Brian Alden. I'm joined today by head women's basketball coach Chris Paul. And Chris, 9 games into the season, 4-5, tough loss to Indiana last night. But what are kind of the positives and the negatives you've seen from the season this far from the team?
Well, Brian, obviously we had a tough night last night. Not shooting the basketball real well, and we're the type of basketball team that right now, and I think it's because of our youth and inexperience, when we don't shoot well, it affects our whole game. And you've seen it. You've seen us at Chicago State when we shoot the ball well, and then you saw us last night when we didn't. So some of the positives are the progression of some of our younger players, and some of the players that didn't really get a lot of minutes last year, I think are ahead of the game. I like our depth, I really do. I like the fact that I can go 9 and 10 deep. Some of the negatives, I guess the biggest negative would be that our inconsistency. I just don't really know from night to night, besides Haley, who continues to put decent numbers up, who's really going to step up. So, we're trying to find that second and third and fourth option, and that's probably the biggest negative of this group, is just the inconsistency from game to game.
And this weekend we've got a big matchup in West Virginia facing 23rd ranked West Virginia University. What can you tell me about the Mountaineers that you've seen?
That they're really good. They're beating teams pretty handily. It's a basketball team that is beatable if you play within yourself. If we get out there and we stand, that's why we focus so hard in practice today about patience on offense. If we get in a situation where we start making one pass and fire and don't shoot the ball well, then it's going to turn into transition buckets for them at the other end. So we got to be patient, deliberate. Doesn't mean we don't shoot it. We just have to be patient, deliberate on offense. We have to do a better job on the glass. Last night, our lack of shooting turned into lack of energy, which turned into lack of rebounding. So we got to make sure we get on the glass. And we just have to carry ourselves with that poise that we had at Illinois, with that poise that we had at Michigan State last year of, okay, we've been in these environments. It's a good basketball team, but, they are beatable. But we have to just control what we can control and not get so caught up in what they do.
What's your one main goal you want to take away from this game this weekend?
The main goal, Brian, right now is to get better. I knew when I set this schedule up that 6 of the first 10 on the road, of the first 10, 3 BCS schools on the road, inexperienced team. I knew that I was kind of setting ourselves up for maybe some losses, but I want to get better. I want to make sure that we improve on the mistakes that we made last night, that we shoot the ball better, that we work harder, that we get on the glass, that we handle adversity better, so that when we come back, we've got 4 straight games at home. Then we go on the road for 1 in Indy, which obviously, is a big rival for us. And then we come home for 2 more. So all of this, has to be a big picture thing. It's just 10 games into the season, and then we get ready for home games and conference play.
All right, Coach. Good luck at West Virginia, and we'll listen to the radio with Mike Moz. Thanks.
Thanks, Brian.